Nice.
It was probably just a glitch in the nervous system.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
If it were just a limb twitching, but her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements are fascinating and only you. You just don't want to admit to yourself what they're doing.
If you're about to launch into one of your passionate speeches about artificial systems and machines or souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of it by now. Write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Doctor, you know I am not tempted.
Just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, philosophers. You do well to remember that.
Hello. Welcome. Please, step this way for processing.
The synths aren't just Father's legacy. They're his gift to humanity.
You smell like you've been above ground. Dr. Loken, we received a work order from SRV.
What do they need?
They're requesting replacement coursers again. Quite a few, actually. Guess they lost it when they knew about the service.
Is this some sort of joke? Dr. Ayo can't keep using my synth so recklessly. I refuse to give him any more.
Should I tell him that?
I'll handle it. I wouldn't wish dealing with that man on my worst enemy.
Welcome to the Institute. Please, step right this way.
Doc?
You've arrived at a momentous time. Our third-generation synths are a true breakthrough. The culmination of centuries of research. It's no exaggeration to say that they're superior in almost every way to human beings.
What makes them superior?
The list of improvements is exhaustive. I can talk for an hour and still not cover all of it. Imagine what you could accomplish if you could live without fear of hunger or disease. Imagine what you could create if you could spend every waking moment of your life as you saw fit, with no need of sleep. Like I said, a momentous time.
You're here.
Glad you made it.
Another lovely day, isn't it?
Excuse me, Doctor.
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself.
Welcome.
Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us, then?
Yes, of course.
Ah, good. Sean is most pleased, I'm sure. He's been quite anxious to have you with us. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Doctor?
Welcome, welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives a comfortable and productive life. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
All systems nominal.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads
Always
together.
be vigilant.
They're
We
dragging
have
their
many
feet on the
enemies.
targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Hey,
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
what's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. Guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
Constant vigilance is vital to preventing synth escapes.
Hi, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
to report, ma'am.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial, then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. I have to admit, the third-generation synths are really something.
Hi.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
After what I've been through, a checkup is probably a good idea.
I should think so. Who knows what you might have been exposed to up there? How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
Terminal somewhere. I'm in.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
Greetings, that is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir. I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
Child synth. It's just remarkable.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
I'll take a look, sure.
Nice. That's it. Sweet. Yes. Got it. Yes. Sweet. I'm through.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone! Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. Excuse me.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
I'm sorry, but I'm too preoccupied for chit-chat.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project. Hello.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am.
You call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir.
Spend enough time here, and you'll be sick to death of the word synth. I certainly am.
Doc?
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
If that's how you feel, why not leave?
Because we could do so much more. But no, everyone is obsessed with these damn synths. It's wasted potential. That's what it is. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
So much research, so little time. I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
can't pick this. Useless.
Good to see you.
She's been at it for over 2 hours.
In
What is
case
she
anyone
even
didn't
testing?
mention it,
Nothing.
quiet
At this
time
point,
runs
she's
from
just
10
doing it for
PM
fun.
to 6 a.m.
Hey there.
Huh?
Doctor?
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
How many rules are we talking about here?
Not nearly enough, if you ask me. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
Sounds good.
Take care, then.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
Hey, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
You all know that Dr. Thompson from Facilities has expressed concerns about our power consumption.
Here we go again.
We're not violating any protocols. We're well within approved operating parameters. I checked.
I'm aware of that. Nevertheless, we're going to have to cut back. I'll have a complete rationing plan ready soon. But in the
8
meantime,
of
I need
Trial
to
6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think
know
we'll
it
need a
won't
break
be
after
easy,
this.
but we'll have to make do.
Benet has done
That's all
some
for
really
now.
marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Scanning. Subject identified.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Yeah?
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, and at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Yes?
Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
Hey.
I'm trying to learn chess, but the computer always beats me.
once the bombs hit. What it'd take to cobble one of these planes back to life.
Give me a laser rifle and my power armor. Take on the world.
You ever wondered where old planes go to die?
Don't eye the Brahmin if you got any sense.
Hey, Cricket.
Better buy my big guns now, because you bet your ass your enemies will.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Just think how damn good it'll feel holding one of these.
I don't think anyone's going to ask to see our tickets. Probably some decent parts still lying around here.
Brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between. Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood?
Take to cobble one of these planes back to life.
There. Bless her heart.
This place is overrun once the bombs hit.
If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word of the Brotherhood across the Commonwealth.
Identity confirmed.
Ever wondered where old planes go to die? I wonder what it'd take to cobble one of these planes back to life.
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
I don't think anyone's going to ask to see our tickets.
Identity confirmed.
Have you ever wondered where old planes go to die?
If anyone attacks this place, they'd need an army to burn us out.
This place was overrun once the bombs hit.
Make good time when the weather gets clear.
Some decent parts still lying around here. This place was overrun once the bombs hit.
Call me old-fashioned, but there's nothing better than being boots on the ground.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk Seattle.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. We'll be on report before you can blink.
You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Only madmen could justify trying to wipe out an entire people just because they were made, not born. wonder what it'd take to cobble one of these planes back to life.
It feels good to walk among friends.
Some decent parts still lying around here. I wonder what it'd take to cobble one of these planes back to life. I don't think anyone's
Identity confirmed. This unit is ready to serve.
Probably some decent parts still lying around here.
If anyone attacks this place, they'd need an army of birds.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
Ad Victoriam system.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
I have a situation I need to report.
All right. I'm listening.
Never mind. It can wait.
If you say so.
Getting a bit of a twitch on Prop 3, adjusting force.
Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood, Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the Capital Wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the Capital Wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the Capital Wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the Capital Wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
Adjusting internal bayonet pressure. Green lights across the board.
Don't despair, sister. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Shoots through barrels like paper.
This place was overrun once the bombs hit.
If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word of the Brotherhood across the Commonwealth. Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world.
Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed.
You ever wondered where old planes go to die?
With all these planes that were blown across the airport, it's amazing the tower survived.
This place is overrun once the bombs hit.
There's a wealth of technology just waiting to be discovered out here. It's good to be back. With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
Identity confirmed. This unit is ready to serve.
You ever wondered where old planes go to die?
I'm pleased we were assigned to the same team. I think we can learn a lot from each other.
Identity confirmed. This unit is ready to serve.